Welcome back to Crit and Crit. I'm Axion.
I'm Scint.
And we are back in La-Mulana as we discuss Terry Pratchett's Pyramids.
You're gonna have to redo this fight again, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Stupid wall bullets.
Okay, here's what we have to ask. Is it really worth getting that thing right now?
Yes, because the next thing I need to do is to get the flail whip, and that's so much easier to do with the chakrams.
Okay. Then why don't you get more shuriken so you can actually do this without running out of ammo?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Because, I mean, as funny as it would be to watch you die another 10 times to him, I think you will get very frustrated if we don't, make some progress. Might also top off your health while you're here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now that we have thoroughly derailed the intended opening of this particular episode...
You had a plan?
Loosely.
Because, I mean, I stuck my segue, because what we're talking about is worth.
Did we skip an episode?
No?
Because I thought we were talking about time stuff.
Oh, we did skip an episode. Pfft. Speaking of time stuff...
There's a segue for you.
Look, my brain is still fried from having a 12-hour day yesterday.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, that's my excuse.
So, now that we have disrupted the opening and spoiled what the next episode's about...
Or will it be? Maybe we forgot 2 episodes. I don't actually know anymore. I'm tired.
Yep.
Do you want to start this episode over?
Nah, I'm good. I think it works. So, this episode, we're talking about the general time-related nonsense that goes on within pyramids. Both the initial enforced stagnation of the kingdom and the out-of-control version thereof caused by the Great Pyramid. So, the way it's explained in the story, the pyramids act as siphons for time energy within Djelibeybi. Causing the kingdom to exist in a stagnant, unchanging state in perpetuity. Ow. God, he does so much damage.
Yep.
A result of this stagnant creation, this time diffusing effect, is that Djelibeybi persists without any real development. nothing new happens within the kingdom. And as much as this is caused by those within, such as Dios, who have a vested interest in things maintaining the status quo, it also seems to be reinforced by the very nature of the kingdom itself. And as a result, even if people wanted things to change, it's very questionable whether or not they could, because the kingdom itself is manipulating the power of time and the energy of existence to maintain its current patterns of reality. And as a result, you end up with these traditions that go nowhere, and a kingdom so stagnant that it ends up self-perpetuating itself via a time loop. I don't like this mini-boss.
Are you sure you don't want to try flares? Because, like, yeah, there's only a few places in that room you can use them, but it might be an alternative. Because it's not like the Shuriken Axe combo has been helping.
Sadly, the main advice I've found for fighting him is get more HP and tank him while stabbing with the dagger. And that would require putting off getting things I need too long while I search for more health.
Okay.
But yeah, to keep myself from getting distracted again.
I mean, you could also buy the gun.
Yeah, I don't want to use the gun.
Just saying, it would make it easier. It's cheap as hell, but it would work.
Which it's not, actually. It's super expensive.
Okay, cheap isn't tactically.
I know what you meant.
So, random thought though.
Mm-hmm.
You know who would like Djelibeybi a lot?
Who?
Dormammu. You know, because time doesn't really have much meaning in Djelibeybi because everything just repeats endlessly with the force of tradition. So they're living on, like, the same borrowed time, and Dormammu is defeated when he is introduced to the concept of time and change. Just imagining Doctor Strange coming out of the pyramid now. It seemed like it was helping.
Where do I buy more flares?
I do not remember.
So, other than the obvious, I'm going to check down here. Other than the obvious, the primary effect of the messed up influence of the pyramids on time and Djelibeybi seems to be the inability of the populace to make any kind of developments in their technology, their culture, things like that. And this is touched on. Here we are. I can't afford it.
Okay, good. I was going to say, oh, I know a place that you can get them, but you're not going to like it.
Where is it?
Hell Temple!
I'm not going to Hell Temple.
I said you wouldn't like it.
What is the point? I can't go to Hell Temple. I'm way too early in the game.
Yep. It's on the list of places of shops that sell flares, that's all. Oh, you should push that pedestal down, that'll help.
It will not help.
It'll help me laugh.
I'm pretty sure I've hit that pedestal at least once. Hey, coin. So we see fairly early on in the story the culture shock caused by Tepik living much of his life in Morpork, and when he returns to Djelibeybi, no one there understands what the amenities he's come to be used to are about, what they're like, or why he would want them. And in part, this is obviously just Dios being controlling and making sure that the king does not get access to these things that are not part of Djelibeybi's identity as a culture. But also, why did my music go away? It's also a sign of just how little the country's been exposed to any ideas outside of its current existence, in that nobody else that Tepik speaks to about these things is at all interested in whatever he seems to want or what it might have to offer. There's no interest in more modern comforts. There's no interest in the discovery of new things. Stupid cat. And you end up with a society that has no interest in making further developments because they don't understand why anything new would even need to exist. And as we've discussed in prior episodes, both in this series and others, the lack of knowledge of the fact that better things are even possible, and the lack of words to describe them, can be as much a deterrent for new ideas and new possibilities as active opposition from outside forces or authority figures or whatever else can be. It's as much a disruption to have someone like Dios going around and actively working to prevent new ideas from propagating, as it is for just people to not get it and to not understand why you would want new things. So you end up with a society of people that are trained to be satisfied with what they have and to not look for new, better, more improved opportunities. New, better, more improved options and ideas. And that's a perfect recipe for ending up with a society that never even considers the possibility of making things better or trying new ideas or new opportunities. And of course, this is exactly what Dios wants. He wants a society that maintains existence in its current form. Because that fits with his position and his access to power, as well as with what he believes to be morally correct. And you have that reinforced by the literal time magic that is keeping the entire country in stasis. And honestly, at that point, it's a wonder Tepik made it out. Well, that changes that plan. I think I'm going to try the dagger idea as well. So then you move forward from that to when the Great Pyramid goes off. And now you take all of that stagnation, all of that limited time, and amp it up significantly, and now you have the country literally stuck in its own moment of existence, where everything that's been taught is becoming literally true before everyone's eyes. And it's little wonder that people freak out at this, not just because, oh, the literal gods are walking the streets and standing in the sky, but also because any tiniest idea of transgression or looking to something new is going to be all the further demonized by the sudden reinforcement of the visible presence of the gods that for all of these people's lives and their parents' lives and their parents' lives and all the way back throughout the entire history of Djelibeybi have been the symbolic representations of the country's traditions and what its citizens are expected to do and to be. And it's difficult enough to do that when you're dealing with power structures like Dios and the priesthood. What are you expected to do when that suddenly becomes the literal god at the doorstep? Any thoughts?
Not really.
I think that's a good place to stop as any. I think I'll kill Hekatonkheires off screen so that we don't delay another entire episode just trying to fight this guy over and over. We'll see you guys after that.